For joining us today, I'm Lauren Moss. It's a busy Monday as we come on the air. Today is day one of the Democratic National Convention in nearby Chicago. And right now, protesters are gathering throughout the city, calling attention to a host of issues, including the war in Gaza. My co-anchor Joshua Short is live right now at Union Park, just a few blocks away from the United Center where the convention will be. So, Josh, what are you seeing right now?
Hey there, Lauren. It's good to be with you from across the lake here in Chicago, as you said, at Union Park. And I want to show you over my shoulder right now what I'm seeing. We just got here about 35 minutes ago. And look, this is expected to be the largest of the 7 protests that is taking place in this city. I say 7 because those are the ones that have been sanctioned by the city. This has been planned now for months, and just over the last few days, the route they were expected to take here has been shortened about a mile short of what they wanted here. Now, let me explain to you who's leading this. This is the Coalition to March on the DNC. It's a coalition representing more than 200 organizations. Now, I know you're at home and you're wondering, why is this important? It's important primarily because this city has the largest population of Palestinians outside of Palestine itself, right? We're talking about Gaza specifically, where that war is taking place. And it's a war that has garnered so much attention over the last year in our politics as well. Not just Republican, but Democrat. And that is why you're seeing so many people out here. We're expecting about 25,000 people. You're seeing signs that are saying Republicans and Democrats alike funding the aid to Israel. That's the goal here, is to bring attention to the Palestinian cause. But you can see on the sign behind me as well, to end U.S. aid to Israel. That is the big key takeaway here. Now, look, this is supposed to step off here in the next couple of hours. Keep in mind, 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern is when this is expected to step off. But right now, people are organizing. This is part of that big coalition. You can see several of the 200-plus groups that are already arriving here. If you look deeper here, I'm going to have Don show me some appreciation down there. You're going to see some lights flashing. That's actually Streets and Sands. They are getting ready to block off some of the streets that they're expected to take as part of this route here. And again, this route is about a half a mile, not even altogether, which is a mile shorter than what organizers wanted. But nonetheless, it's a big protest expected here. Again, about 20,000 people, just over that number. One other thing I do want to mention about this. Police, they have been prepared for this for months. They have been preparing for this protest specifically, along with the several others that are taking place here in Chicago. And again, this is one of the 7 that has been sanctioned. We're not talking about the ones that have not gotten permitted, so we're expecting to see that dynamic here on the ground as well. A lot of moving parts, not to mention, oh yeah, there's a convention taking place less than half a mile where we're standing at the United Center, and that is where a lot of the action is going to be as well, which is why you're seeing so many of these protesters out here right now, Lauren Moss, as we send things back to you in South Bend.
And Josh, we know you got there over the weekend. Security is also a big focus right now. You said police, they're more than prepared, at least for this protest too.
Yes, they are out here. They have been prepared. They have been doing training for weeks leading up to this. In fact, my photojournalist Don Schoenfeld and I, when we got here to this location, to this neighborhood on the west side, near the United Center, we saw the newest chopper that has been unveiled for CPD. That was flying in the sky. So they have eyes on the ground and in the sky as well. That's one of the things that I asked a lot of the folks here who are not from Chicago, some who are visiting for the convention, and some who are here for this protest. They say, look, safety isn't a concern right now. We're not concerned about safety, and they're not concerned about any of the protests getting out of hand. At least that's from the organizers I spoke with over the last day or so. But nonetheless, police, they are prepared. And we're not talking just local police here. We're talking Secret Service, state and county officials as well. They are prepared for this. They are ready for this. So they say it's just a matter of time before this steps off, and we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Our Joshua Short live for us in Chicago, covering the DNC all week long. Josh, we'll talk to you later tonight. Thank you.